Good morning, my dear students. So today I am going to discuss duality. This is the last definition. Okay. So when we say that two compound statements are dual to each other. So suppose A and B are two compound statements. Suppose capital A and capital B are two compound statements. When we say that these two compound statements are dual of each other, if one statement can be obtained from other by replacing and symbol by or and symbol by and symbol by and symbol by or symbol by and symbol by and symbol by and. For example, dual of PRQ is P and Q. That means the connectives R and the connectives, these logical connectives R and are duals of each other. So that's why whenever if you want to find dual of a compound statement, okay, then just you replace this and symbol by or symbol, also R symbol by and symbol. So what if tautology, contradiction are involved? If tautology or contradiction is involved, just you replace tautology by contradiction and contradiction by tautology. If any statement involves tautology or contradiction, just you replace tautology by contradiction and contradiction by tautology. Also and symbol by or symbol by and symbol. So for example, so I am writing some examples. So given statement, and what is its dual? What is its dual? The first problem was P and Q or S. The second problem was PRT and Q and C. Third problem, PRT and RRC. The fourth one, negation of P and Q or PRS. The last one, PR negation Q and RR negation S. So for these statements, how to find dual? How to find dual? Okay, just you replace and symbol by R symbol by and symbol. So what is the dual of first statement? So P and becomes now R, Q, this R becomes and, next to R, this R symbol becomes and symbol S. So that was the dual. Next, look at the second one. What will be the dual of this? See, P, R symbol becomes and T for tautology, C for contradiction. So we have to replace T by C and C by T. So tautology symbol by small c symbol and, sorry, here and is there now. So and becomes R, and next Q and becomes R, contradiction becomes tautology. Next I am going to solve this fourth one. So what is the dual of this? Negation of and becomes R, PRQ, R means R becomes and, P, R becomes and S. Then you try third and fifth problems. So next I am going to discuss previous year mains problems. So just dual means replace and symbol by R symbol and R symbol by and symbol. And if tautology present, tautology you replace by contradiction symbol and contradiction by tautology. Okay. So whatever the statement you are getting after doing this, that was the dual. So next, the first question, and it is a purely based on formula. So the question was, what they are asking, negation of P implies negation Q. It is equivalent to what? So if you observe part 2, in part 2 I have given already formula. So negation of P implies Q is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. P and negation Q. So by applying that formula here, what you will get, it is logically equivalent to P and negation Q. But Q, instead of Q, what you have? Negation Q. So it is logically equivalent to P and negation of negation Q is Q. Thus, negation of P implies negation Q is logically equivalent to P and Q. So it is a previous mains problem. Okay, next. So let's see how much it is easy. Next, second one. It is given that P implies QRR is false. It is false. If this statement is false, if this compound statement is false, then we have to find what is the truth value of P, Q and R. So here, it is in the form of P implies Q, conditional statement. The conditional statement is false only in one case, that is first component must be true, second component must be false. So first component must be true means P must be true. P must be true. And second component, what is the second component here? QRR must be false. Must be false. So QRR, again here logical connective is R. In R, what is the rule? Both are false, then only false. So thus QRR is false only when both components Q is false as well as R is also false. So thus the given statement P implies QRR is false only when the truth value of P must be true, Q must be false, R must be false. So thus the answer is TFF. Next, same model question. It is also previous year mains problem. P implies negation P and, not negation P, P and negation Q is false. Is false. Then what are the truth values of P and Q? So same case only na. So P implies P and negation Q. You compare with P implies Q, that is false only when first component must be true, second component must be false. So this implies that what we can conclude, P must be true and the second component P and negation Q must be what? False. Okay. So P and negation Q, when it is a false, so and what is the rule? Both are true, then only true. Remaining cases false. But here already we know that P is what? True. So P is true and negation Q cannot be true. If negation Q is true, true and true is true. But here what we have? False. So that means negation Q cannot be true, means negation Q must be false. So negation Q must be what? False. Negation Q false means Q must be true. So thus the statement P is true, the statement Q is true. Then only this given compound statement is false. See, this is also previous year mains problem. See how much easy. You can able to solve within 10 or 15 seconds only. Next, it is given that next problem, the negation of, we have to find negation of root 5 is an integer we have to find negation of the statement root 5 is an integer or 5 is irrational. 5 is irrational. For this compound statement, we have to find negation. Okay. So if you observe, what is the what is the logical connective? R. And what are the components? This is the first component and this is the second component. So if I denote first component by P, second component by Q, then this given statement is denoted by PRQ. The given compound statement is denoted by PRQ. And what is its verbal form? Root 5 is an integer or 5 is irrational. And we have to find its negation. So we know that negation of PRQ is logically equivalent to negation P and negation Q. So this is a symbol form. Now we have to write it into verbal form. So what is the P statement? Root 5 is an integer. Then negation P becomes root 5 is not an integer. And negation Q. Q is 5 is irrational number. So negation Q becomes 5 is not irrational. So thus its verbal form becomes what? Negation P is root 5 is not an integer. R becomes and 5 is not an irrational. Over. See how much simple. So some of the people I observed that here R is there in negation and will come. It won't come again R. Here in this statement and is there. Here what you will get? R. For example, in this statement only root 5 is an integer and 5 is irrational is given. So then here we have to denote it by P and Q, and negation of P and Q using De Morgan law. It becomes negation PR, negation Q, and here this and becomes R. So if here R is there in its negation and will come. Here if it is and is there, then in its negation R will come. Okay. So next question, for any two statements P R negation P and Q, it is equivalent to. It is equivalent to. So options are given like this. This is it is equivalent to. Options are given like that, like this. Negation P and negation Q. Second option, negation P R negation Q. Third option, P R Q. The last option, P biconditional Q. So P R negation P and Q is logically equivalent to what? Okay, so either you can use the formulas or else you can verify by taking truth values of P and Q, verify the options. Okay, so here it is look like R is nothing but and, R is nothing but and. Suppose you take P as like A, R is nothing but union, then this is negation P is nothing but complement of A, intersection B. So using distributive property, what you will get? A union A dash, intersection A union B. A union A dash is universal set, intersection A union B. So universal set, intersection A union B is nothing but A union B, because A union B is always subset of universal set. So common part will be A union B only. So A union B is nothing but what? A instead of A, what we have taken? P instead of P, what we have taken? A. So P union is nothing but R, B is nothing but Q. So that's the option is the third option. Okay, just you convert into set theory form, and you know the already set theory and some formulas. So just apply those formulas or properties, and you will get the answer, and just replace. Already in second part I have given R means union, and means intersection, negation means complement, tautology is nothing but universal set, contradiction is nothing but empty set. Or you can verify method 2, verification method also. So what are the logical connectivity, in this question what are the components P and Q, and this is a question, and first option, second option, third option and fourth option. Suppose if I take both P and Q are true and true, the question becomes true R. Suppose anyway it is R na, if it is false or true also, what you will get? True. Okay. Next to first question. So negation P and negation Q. False and false is false. So question is giving, in this case, question is giving true, but first option is given false. So that means the question problem cannot be equal to first option. And if you observe here also, false or false? False only. So second option also wrong. Obviously you will get third option is true, and last option also you are getting true. That means in this case, by taking P is true, Q is true, we are eliminated first and second option. Next, by taking next one more case, we will get correct answer. Suppose if I take P is true, Q is false. Again, true or, so whatever it may be, true or false. So anyway here the symbol is R is there. So as we have taken P is true, if it is true or false also, the question becomes true, and no need to calculate truth values of first option, second option, and calculating third option true, but fourth option what I'm getting false. So fourth option also wrong. Thus what is the left? Only third option is left. So thus the answer is third option. So if you don't know formulas, also no problem in this kind of problem. Don't try, leave this question in JW mains. Okay. Next problem. Which of the following is tautology? Which of the following is tautology? So tautology, contradiction and contrapositive, converse, and next to these kind of problems, they are asking only these model questions only in mains also. So don't leave this question. Next, which of the following is a tautology? So first option is given like this. First option, P and negation of P and Q. Next, second option is given like this. P and Q or negation of P and Q. Next to third, negation of, not negation, P R Q and negation of P and Q. The last option, P R negation Q implies not P R Q, only Q R negation of P and Q. So among all these, which is the tautology? Among all these four statements, which is a tautology? Tautology means, according to tautology definition, the compound statement must be always true. Okay. Here you can remember one basic example I have discussed in last class. So if P is the statement, its negation denoted by negation P, and P or negation P is a basic example for tautology. So instead of P, if you can take P and Q, so if you treat this as a P, then this is in the form of negation P. In between what we have? R. So PR negation P is what? Tautology. So blindly we can take this option without calculating or without doing like above method, verification method. Directly we can tick the second option is correct answer. Or you can follow above method. Suppose if I consider, so here what are the components? P and Q. First option, second option, third option, fourth option. If I take both P and Q are true, obviously second option is correct now, so obviously you will get true only because which of the following is tautology. Okay. And here what you will get? Negation of P and Q is false. True and false is false. So first option is wrong. And here PRQ is true and it is false. True and false is again false. So third option is also wrong. And here negation of P and Q is false. True or false is true. So the option may be either second option or fourth option. So true, false. Second case if I consider. So obviously we will get here true only because second option is the answer. And fourth option, if you calculate, false or true and false is false. Negation of false is true. False or true is true. Still in this case also we are not identified which option among these two options which is correct. Next you take false, true. Obviously a second option will get true only. And last option, so true or. So here also obviously you get true only. Next, if I consider false, false. If I consider false, false. Let me check once again in fourth option. So here if I consider first case true, true, what we are getting? True or false? True only. True, false. So here true, I have taken, this is false only now. So true and false. Okay. Here the question is not and, this is R. So obviously in this case you will get false. See here, if I take true, false, this is false. True or false is true. Negation of true is false. False or false is false. So in second case only you got the answer. No need to take this of 4 cases. Here this is R, not and. By mistake I entered. Okay. So second option is the correct answer. If you know those properties, no problem, directly you can take second option is the correct answer. Next, one more interesting problem. So they are asking the converse of, if x is equal to 2, then x square is equal to 4. So what is the converse of the statement? If x square is equal to 4, then x is equal to 2. What is the inverse? If x not equal to 2, then x square not equal to 4. And what is the contrapositive? If x square not equal to 4, then x not equal to 2. Because this is the conditional statement. So if you take this statement denoted by P, if this statement is denoted by Q, the whole statement is denoted by what? P implies Q. But the here question is what? Converse. So converse of P implies Q is what? Q implies P. That is, if Q is what? If x square is equal to 4, then P is what? X is equal to 2. Suppose if they ask the question, what is the converse of contrapositive of this same statement? Converse of contrapositive of the same conditional. So I will discuss converse, inverse, contrapositive. Converse of contrapositive, they are asking. What is the left? Inverse. So just you find inverse of the given conditional. So converse of contrapositive of given conditional is same as its inverse. So what is the inverse? Negation P implies negation Q. So what is its verbal form? If negation P, x not equal to 2, then negation Q, x square not equal to 4. Okay? And one more problem. They are asking contrapositive. Contrapositive of, if x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 2, then x minus 2y is equal to 9. So be careful with this. Okay. Here, if then is there, so it is clearly conditional. And if you consider this is a P, this is a Q, then this is in the form of P implies Q. But if you observe carefully, here in this the statement P also one more logical connective is there, and. So that means this whole statement we can't denote it by the simple statement P. So here, if I denote this statement by P, this statement by Q, then this part becomes what? P and Q. And if I denote this statement by R, then the whole statement is represented by P and Q. P and Q implies R. P and Q implies R. That is, if P and Q, then R. That is, if x is equal to 5 and y is equal to minus 2, then x minus 2y is equal to 9. Now we have to find contrapositive of this conditional. Contrapositive of P implies Q is what? Negation Q implies negation P. Like that, contrapositive of this statement becomes what? Its contrapositive is what? Its contrapositive is what? Negation R implies negation P and Q. So this is equal to negation R implies negation of P and Q is what? Negation P or negation Q using De Morgan's law. Now how to read this statement now? How to write its verbal form? If negation R, then negation P or negation Q. That means its verbal form becomes if negation R. What is the negation R? X minus 2y not equal to 9. Then negation P. Negation P is what? X not equal to 5 and becomes R. Negation Q. Negation Q is what? Y not equal to minus 2. So it is the contrapositive of given conditional. So if you want to solve this kind of problems, compulsorily we have to learn negations of those basic compound statements. Okay, and I'm going to discuss the last problem and closing this session. So this is also a previous problem. So it is given that the statement P is Ram sleeps. The statement Q is given Ram eats, and the statement R is given Ram studies. Then they are asking what is the negation of if Ram eats and does not sleep then he will study. Then how to denote this in symbol form? They are not asking verbal form, they are asking only symbol form. And don't forget, here we have to find negation of this statement in what? Symbol form, not verbal form. So first you represent this is in symbol form, then after you find a negation. Okay, so negation of if Ram eats. So here again observe if, then, and in between and is there. Okay, so Ram eats is denoted by Q, and does not sleep. Sleep is Q, P. Does not sleep means negation P. Then implies he will study, that is small r. So again, first problem we did not. So negation of P implies Q is formalized what? P and negation Q. So keeping first component as it is, that is Q and negation P as it is, and negation R. So that was the answer. And you try some problems. I'm going to give some problems, some 4 to 5 problems. Okay, I hope you copied this. So this is the answer only. Okay, so the further if you want you can simplify like this also, negation P and Q and negation R, because using commutative law. And or you can write like this also directly, negation P and Q and negation R also. Just like A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Okay, so I'm going to give some problems, 4 to 5 problems. Try to solve and comment your solution. Okay, so the question is, what is the converse of inverse of if x greater than y, then x plus a greater than y plus a? This is the first question. The second question, what is the negation of the statement plants take in CO2 and gives out O2? and gives out O2, oxygen, carbon dioxide. Next, what is the converse of if x square is not odd, then x is not odd? Next one, which of the following is a tautology? Which of the following is a tautology? So the first option is negation of PR negation Q implies P and Q. Second option, negation of P and negation Q implies PRQ. Third option, negation of, same just like this, PR negation Q implies PRQ. The last option, PR negation Q implies P and Q. So we have to find which of these among these which is a tautology. Tautology means always true. Next two. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more question. Okay. What is the dual of the statement PRQ and negation or contradiction? So with these 5 questions, you try to solve and comment. Thank you. So with this, mathematical reasoning is over. Thank you.